Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is PTO day. Well, I don't mean parent teacher organization. I mean power takeoff. Not a real nice day. It's our heat is over. It's not even 60 degrees out. Been raining on off all day. It's kind of windy and it's supposed to get real windy. And if you're towards the lake shore, they say there's going to be gale warning. So beware of gale. But anyways, so I want to get the PTO shield off. Then we're going to take the whole PTO unit off the back. I've got new gaskets for there, new seals too, and we'll get this all fixed up. These PTO seals here have leaked forever. So, all right, let's get at this. Okay, there's only 4 bolts to hold these on. You really don't have to take them all the way out. They're slotted holes. So. Ouch, that was my finger. Normally, if you had to change these seals, you have to drain the oil out of the rear end. Well, we already did that. For all the other stuff we were doing, but yeah, see, look at all the good stuff here. Yummy. Boy, should be home pretty soon. I can see we got that Life 360 app, and we can see where they're at, and they're dropping off the first one of their buddies they took down. So that's good. At least maybe their mother will quit worrying about it. Oh. It's amazing how much grease and dirt and whatever can get on these things, man. It's packed into everywhere, but just trying to get the heavy stuff off, if you know what I mean, and then we'll get the power washer out and the degreaser that we've got to use. So, but yeah, man, trying to keep dirt out of the tractor too, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Okay. Because I think the seal is just right in there, aren't they? I know I've got the whole shebang. If I need to take this whole thing off, I've got the gasket. But, wow. This is just nuts. So, okay, well, let's see if we can get this off. Some kind of a keeper right there. I don't know if these come right off or not. I think this is some kind of adjustment, isn't it? Okay, well, after consulting my manual, these are actually called adjusting nuts. So you can adjust the, I would assume, the play on the bearing and stuff in there. So, huh. Okay, well, after reading the manual, further, I guess, you got to take this whole housing off all at one shot. That's the step. Apparently, because I turned and this didn't come out. So, all right. But of course, it also says in the book, drain the oil, and well, we've already done that. Wow, that was tight. This thing's a weenie lately. One bolt is all you're going to get. Okay. Not even that tight. I don't know what his problem was. That thing must be really getting wore out or something. I've had it couple years, I guess, but I wouldn't have thought he wore out already. Not like I use it every day. The battery's pretty good, too. I might have to close my door because my back's getting wet. Okay, one more. Yeah, I don't know what its problem was. It come right out. Looks like they're not all the same. This one here is going to be longer. Okay, you guys remember that. Oh, geez. I know I just got oil on my nose. I smelling it, see what it smelled like, and it's definitely gear lube, but the other day I was editing the video and I looked at myself like, geez, oh please, why didn't somebody tell me I had grease all over my face before I was recording? But it's too late to fix that. So, no biggie. Just another episode of Dirty Dan Incorporated. So according to the book, if I read it correctly, all this comes out at one piece here. I imagine there's some gears in here. I got the diagram there. Okay, and I do have the gasket that's behind here, so that's good. Okay, Mr. Prybar, I think we're ready for your assistance here. I'm just looking around. Yeah, I gotta split the case, it looks like. Okay. How fun that's gonna be. Gotta get somewhere where I can grip in there. Man, thing's dirty. Oh, the raindrops are getting close together. Oh, I think I hear the boys. Alright, well, I think I might grab the rubber hammer and see if I can separate these. Ooh. Oh, we got a crack. We've got crackage. I mean, at the where it's supposed to be, not I hit it so hard it cracked. There's the mighty hunters. So, a little damp down there.
Waiting on hunt's phone. Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's kind of windy here too.
But we left our stuff because we were gonna hunt this morning, so then we still had to go get our stuff and get some.
Oh, okay. Well, we seen you're back out in the field. Okay. What'd you see?
I saw nothing.
I seen 3 different bucks and about 7 does.
7 doe?
And
Yeah,
Tanner saw a 10 point, it was probably 140.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting 100 yards away from
Let her fly.
And then we put a camera up where we seen some good
You made
sign.
a mock straight?
Yeah.
Hour after we left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's probably a dozen scrapes and a dozen rubs
Yep.
in a circle 40 yards off the road.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. And
And
there
then,
wasn't a single camera in there.
When I was walking,
There is now.
there is no water in all that entire place.
Yeah.
And when I was walking to go get my stand, I seen a rock move. Wasn't a rock.
Armadillo? Oh, it's a turtle.
A giant.
turtle.
Holy cow.
He had to weigh 40 pounds at least. No,
Yeah.
he was giant.
Yep.
And there's no water anywhere other than what was raining.
Once you dried up ponds, I did find like a 20-foot boat.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
no, no.
in the middle of the property.
Wow. Interesting. All right. There we go. There we go. We have separation, people. Well, we got oil going all over the floor. My nice clean floor too. Okay. I'll catch the last 3 drops that I didn't get. Okay. Ooh. All right. I can honestly say I've never done this before. Okay. Wow. That is all interesting. Okay. Well, if you've never seen a Minneapolis Moline dual PTO apart, there you go. Okay. Something tells me that there's supposed to be a bushing in there. Because that just seems a little excessive. What do you think? There's what's left. Holy, that is so beat up. It's, well, it looks like brass on this side, but this side's pretty shiny. But, okay, look at there. Okay, pieces of something that is no longer with us. Well, let's look at the book real quick. Just throw this back on here for a minute. Wipe my hands off. Get them, you know, a little bit cleaner. Okay. So that is this gear right there. Huh. There's that shaft. I don't see a bushing unless there's supposed to be a bushing inside that shaft, or that inside number 22, which is an idler gear. But there was supposed to be something in front of it. Number 21 is a thrust washer, but there was one behind it, which is 23, which is also a thrust washer. Okay. Well, here's the 540 shaft. That bearing looks okay. So does that one. Okay. Awesome. I see. Huh. Well, this part's easy to figure out. Whoop. Definitely not what I wanted to do there. Okay. Well, let's look at this case here, just in case. All right. So, what do we see? Other than, ooh. So these seals are bad. I know they've been leaking forever, and they don't look like very hard to change. So that is good. What in the world is... Okay, there's that bushing right there. See how that's right there? Trying to get the light right. That bushing right in there is thin, broke, something. Something's going on in there. Oh, there's that thrust washer. The other thrust washer. Right there. Huh. Just, it's really thin. I just don't know. But see how... Yeah, there's pieces of something in there. I don't know, it just feels like there should be a bushing in there. but according to the book, I don't see anything. I don't know, I just feel like that is too much play. Okay. Well, I gotta shut my door because my back is getting wet. Okay, well, I'm just mocking this stuff up here and just checking it out because I don't see a bushing, you know, a part number. But if this, see this just rides over there, I gotta call a friend and just to make sure that this is all the way it's supposed to be here. Is that supposed to be? I just can't think there should be that much slop in here. But you can see, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but there's a groove in here. I don't know if that's, I kind of think that's just what's left of a bushing or something. I don't know. Or is it a snap ring? Kind of looks like a snap ring groove, but I don't think it is. But the thing is, this shaft here doesn't feel like it's got an issue. But what about that stuff that I pulled out of here? That little bit of shavings, what was left of it? You know, that kind of looked like a what's left over a bushing, but I gotta think that just, to me, it's way too much. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call a friend and find out. Okay, so my I&T book doesn't show it, but it sure does on agcopartsbook.com. So number 55. Huh, it's actually a bearing, a needle bearing, it says. Huh, and it says 2 items required. Well, I guess I'll be ordering one of those. I hope I can get them. So, always something. So I've got a phone call into a friend who's been in here before, or not in here, but did one of these before. So you want to check it out, and I sent him a video of this, and I was like, man, that can't be right. And he's gonna say, that is wore out. How much you want to bet? Okay, 55. I just want to see how much it is, if it'll tell me. So I will have to get the thrust washer too. So, okay. Well, that makes me feel better. Yeah, because right in my parts diagram, like I said, in this I&T book, it doesn't show it, but it sure does in the parts book on partsbook.com. So awesome. Okay, well, I don't want to put this back together, but we can change the seals for sure. And then I think I'm gonna order new thrust washers for sure. That one, I don't know if you can see the texture of that or not, but I think it's done. It's been around a while. So we'll get 2 new thrust washers and a bushing needle bearing. So I'm surprised we don't see any metal or anything in the bottom of here. That's probably been out a very long time. And you know, with that having so much slop there, that would make probably both of these shafts a little bit loose. You know, make them maybe even vibrate more, or, you know, at least wobble around. That'll wear the seal out too. So it's a good thing we're doing this, right? But I don't think I have to tear it apart any more than this. The lube pump does work, last we knew. There is O-rings inside of here, but I think I can get to all that stuff from right here. I mean, there's O-rings that seal it up, but it wasn't leaking. So, but definitely these other seals were leaking. So, okay, well, let me get some stuff cleaned up again, and then we can knock these seals out and put them back in and have them ready. So then that means we'll be waiting on parts for here. So it's not the end of the world. So we'll get her taken care of. Okay, well, a couple phone calls to friends and parts people, and yeah. So like I say in my book here, it doesn't show, but online, as in the parts book, as in on aggopartsbook.com, there's supposed to be 2 needle bearings in here. And you can see that snap ring groove in there, and man, I'm thinking this thing is wore. So I have ordered another one of these too as well, a used one, with the bearings still in it, and that shaft, and one of those, and one of the thrust bearing or thrust washer that goes down the other side. So yeah, I'm just worried that the gear, the inside of the gear is wore, and possibly the shaft is wore. So if I get the one that was all, you know, off the same tractor, we can do that. I'm not sure if this is still available new, but I can guarantee you it's expensive. But anyways, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the, here, we'll set that in there. We'll have to clean that up too, but we'll just set that on there for now. This one looks all right. This one isn't all chewed up like the other one, but that's just schmutz. So, okay. We'll get this cleaned up, and then we'll get some new seals in there, and then this will be ready, because it won't take long to put this all back together. So then I'll get this gasket surface all cleaned up as well. I have a new gasket for that, which is one of these here. I think it's this one. Maybe. I did order the gasket that's behind here too, so in case I needed that one. Are you it? Nope. I think that's our winner right there. Okay. Yep. There it is. Yep. This is the correct gasket. So, okay. Oop. Go ahead and rip it. That's a good idea. No, I didn't, but I surely could have. Okay. I'm going to get that cleaned up. Then I'll bring it back and we'll get those seals out and the new ones in. All right. Well, let's knock some seals out. These are 2 different sizes. If I can get under there. I don't know if I need to. I don't know if I really need a brass punch in there. I do need to get a hold of it though. You know, I do have a seal puller. See if that'll work on this seal. No, this one doesn't. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Well, I can get the inner part of the seal. The rubber part's gone. Oh, I think I can get in there. Oh, might be easier to pound it from the other way. Okay, well, I think I may have figured out how to get this thing, hopefully, punched out of there, I hope. We're getting there. Okay, got them out. That was not the easiest task, but, well, I shouldn't say that. One was easier than the other. Okay, so 10A21691. Let's see. I think it's the bottom one here. Yep, the bottom one, that'd be for the 540 shaft. Okay, we'll set that there for now. And that's the one that come out easy. I got that basically out whole. It was really dry. So, okay, then the top one is 30-3505928. Still available through AGCO. So it probably tells you that something else is still using the parts. So, okay. All right, what did I do? One more time here. I just wanna... Okay, I'm still gonna put some sealer on here, which I think was what was on this other one here. So here, before I do that though, let's get the right size pound downer here. Definitely too small. That one might be right. I don't want to hit on the rubber part though. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, so that one will work for that one. And I think that one will work for that one. Okay. Trying to plan ahead a little bit, you know. Can't always do that, but all right. So we want to keep the oil in. Oop, I almost screwed that up. Okay. Sounds like it's pretty solid in there. Yep. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. Try to get a little closer. I got you on a tripod. I don't know if that's the right thing or not. There. Put you on a magnet. And you're on a crescent wrench. You're stuck to a crescent wrench. Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds pretty solid. And I would say that's in. So, all right. The only other thing I got to do to this part is clean up this edge right here. And this part will be ready to go on the tractor. So, we'll be waiting on parts again for that. But don't fear, there's still stuff to work on. I can get this wheel off, get this brake back together, and get the rest of the PTO done. Should only take a couple days, I hope. Yep, should only take a couple days, and we'll have all our parts to get both of these back together. And I found out yesterday, Nicholas really wants to get the farm all in here and get working on that. Do what he wants to get done on this, or on his farm all. So yeah, we need to get this back together. So yeah, I still got to figure out my hydraulic leak on there, but I was going to get it back together and then do that. So that's a whole separate project. But anyways, well, yeah, we're making progress. Finding things that need to be fixed. But when you're dealing with these old tractors, you just never know. It's kind of like remodeling a house. Once you start tearing off the drywall or whatever's on the wall, you'll find stuff that you couldn't see before. Rotten studs or something. Bad wiring. Who knows? It's just kind of the same concept. So, all right. Hey, appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.